to the Roman god of farming, Saturn. The ancient Romans celebrated Saturnalia in many ways. For a whole month they ate special foods and slaves became masters. Peasants were in charge of the city and businesses and schools were closed so that everyone could join in the fun. Saturnalia was a time to eat, drink, and be merry. Also during Saturnalia, the Romans decorated their homes and cities with lighted candles, green garlands, and wreaths. They brought evergreen trees inside and decorated them lavishly. They also had huge parties for all the people of Rome and gave each other presents. In the early years of Christianity, Easter was the main holiday. The birth of Jesus was not celebrated, but then in the 4th century, the Roman Church decided to celebrate it. Since the Christian holy book, the Bible, does not mention a date for Jesus' birth. Pope Julius I chose December 25th, a day in the middle of the Roman holiday of Saturnalia, hoping that by celebrating a Christian holiday at the time most Romans were already celebrating a holiday, the people would start to like Christianity. It helped. Soon all of Rome became Christian, with everyone celebrating the birth of Jesus, but with some Roman activities and decorations. Today, many of the things we think of as Christmas decorations, like trees, wreaths, mistletoe, and garlands, come from Saturnalia.
Merced takes place in Mexico. Las Posadas takes place in Mexico and some central countries for 9 nights from December 16th to the 24th. Las Posadas means an inn or shelters in Spanish. It is an elaborate religious and social celebration to prepare the people for Christmas and reenact the difficult journey Joseph and Mary took from Nazareth to Bethlehem and their search for shelter. In Las Posadas, people travel to different houses in the village or neighborhood, each night looking for a lodging. All the pilgrims carry small lit candles in their hand. For the children reenact Joseph leading a donkey, which Mary is riding. The head of the procession will have a candle inside, paper lamp, lantern. When they get to a house, they stop and sing in Spanish. In the name of heaven, I ask you shelter because my beloved wife cannot walk anymore.
En el cielo, hospitos posadas, pues moderna, mi
going. This is not an inn. I will not open the door because you might be a criminal. This continues on and on after house until they finally get to a house that responds, "Keep going, holy pilgrims. Take this quarter, not because of this poor house, but my heart." Then the people have a big party where they sing traditional Christmas songs and have a piñata. Christmas is the Christian festival of lights. The story of Christmas happened in what today is called Israel and the Palestinian Republic. Today is celebrated anywhere in the world that Christian people live. This is the story of Christmas. Long ago, about 2,000 years ago, when King Herod ruled Judea, which now is part of Israel, God sent the angel Gabriel to a young woman who lived in Nazareth. She was engaged to marry a man named Joseph. The angel Gabriel said to Mary, "Peace be with you. God has blessed you and is pleased with you." Mary was very surprised by this. She wondered what the angel meant. The angel said, "Don't be afraid. I'm very kind to you. You will become pregnant and give birth to a baby boy, and you will call him Jesus." Mary was very afraid, and Joseph was worried when he found out that Mary was expecting a baby before their marriage had taken place. He wondered if he should break up with her. When the angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Don't be afraid to have Mary as your wife," the angel explained that Mary had been chosen by God. Now at this time, the land where Mary and Joseph lived was part of the Roman Empire. The Roman Emperor Augustus wanted to have a list of all the people's names in the empire to make sure that they paid their taxes. So he ordered everyone to return to the town where their families originally came from and enter their names in a register or census. Mary and Joseph traveled a long way, about 70 miles, from Nazareth to Bethlehem, because that is where his family came from. Most people walked, but Mary was lucky because she rode on a donkey. They traveled very slowly because Mary's baby was due to be born soon. When they reached Bethlehem, they had problems finding somewhere to stay. So many people had come to register their names in the census that every house was full and every bed was taken in the hotels. The only shelter they could find was a stable or a cave with the animals. In this poor place, Mary gave birth to Jesus and laid him in the manger that the animals ate their hay. Above the shed, a star appeared in the sky. All the animals and shepherds bowed down in the fields, and the choirs of angels sang in the sky.
African Harvest Festival. It is only celebrated in the United States.
Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday. It is a social and community building holiday that is celebrated for 7 days. It was invented by Dr. Milana Kerrigan in 1966 because he was upset with people thinking that Christmas was all about presents and decorations. He said Christmas should be all about working together as a community. So he researched African Harvest Festival and came up with the holiday of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is celebrated for 7 days. On each day of Kwanzaa, people put out many things for the celebration. First, they put out the makika, an African mat made from straw or cloth. It reminds the black people of their African tradition, history, and culture. On top of the mat, they put fruits, nuts, and vegetables, which are called maza. These symbolize work. Next to the maza is Hindi. It is an ear form which represents fertility. Next to the maza in Hindi is Kiko Vicha, Umaja, the unity cup. This is a special cup that is symbolic of the foundational principle of Kwanzaa, unity, and we are all one people. In the center of this is a kinoran. It is a candle holder. It holds 7 candles, 3 red, 3 green, 1 black. The black stands for the color of the skin and the richness of African land. The green stands for the vast amount of African plants, while the red stands for the blood that was spilled in slavery. Each night a new candle is lit, and the family talks about one of the 7 principles. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are Umaja, unity. We are all one family, community and nation. Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. Being yourself. Ujima, helping one another. Ujama, sharing what we have. Nia, having a goal. Kuumba, being creative. Imani, faith.
On the 5th day of Kwanzaa, we will celebrate having a goal, sharing what we have, helping one another, being yourself, and the spirit of unity. On the 6th day of Kwanzaa, we will celebrate being yourself, having a goal, sharing what we have, helping one another. On the 7th day of Kwanzaa, we will celebrate. Believe in yourself, being creative, having a goal, sharing what we have, helping one another, being yourself, and the spirit of unity. Go ahead, do it. Let's start.
The Epiphany is a Spanish festival of lights. It originated in the Middle East and is celebrated mainly in Spanish-speaking countries.
The Epiphany is the reenactment of the 3 kings or the wise men following the great star west to Bethlehem to give presents and gifts to baby Jesus. It is celebrated on the 12th day after Christmas and is often called Little Christmas because in Spanish-speaking countries, Santa doesn't bring presents to the children on Christmas, but the 3 kings bring presents on the Epiphany.
The story of Epiphany is interesting and beautiful and goes like this. On the night of Jesus' birth, a giant star appeared in the night or magi saw the star and believing that it marked a great event, started to follow it. When they got to Jesus' manger, they gave him 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The word epiphany means to appear just like the comet appeared in the night sky. Epiphany is celebrated on January 6th. It says January 6th, and on this day men dress as kings and walk through the streets giving presents to all the good boys and girls.
A king's cake is a type of cake that people eat on the Epiphany. For many people, it means the end of the Christmas season, and a king's cake is a sweet, sugary type of cake. That is braided with cinnamon and has a plastic doll inside. That represents baby Jesus. The person who gets the piece of cake with baby Jesus inside, baby Jesus in it, gets to be king for a day.
This play is dedicated to the belief that one day we really will learn to respect our differences and live in peace and harmony.
Like that?